I feel like I belong in the league, but I know I could show more than what I did. I'm not satisfied with how I played this last game, but overall it was all right. But I could always get better going forward.
Of course, before I get into the video, guys, could leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the post notifications. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel by the end of the year, and your subscription would be greatly appreciated. Let's get into the video. Last night officially marked the end of LiAngelo Ball's first summer league run, and I wasn't impressed with the last game, even though his minutes have been kind of weird lately. You know, it is hard to get into a rhythm if you're just, you're playing a certain amount of minutes, and then you're like not playing the same in the next game. It's very weird, but LiAngelo did the best he could. And with that being said, now it comes to the decision: are the Charlotte Hornets going to sign LiAngelo Ball, or are they going to just let him go as they do most summer league players? Now, we already know the Charlotte Hornets have already signed their two-way players, which I don't even remember who they were. They were some irrelevant guys. But now with LiAngelo, it's either you're going on the official roster or you're a G League player. Now, I don't think he should be a G League player. I think he's better than G League. I think he's NBA ready, and this is not biased at all because I watched all those games and I saw all of them, and I really thought LiAngelo looked special. In my opinion, I feel like most of the time he was honestly the best player when it came to the Charlotte Hornets when they were on the court, besides maybe James Bouknight. Now, if you look at it from another perspective and you look at LiAngelo's game, you have to realize he does a lot of other things that NBA fans don't really realize. For example, he's really good at filling his lane properly. He can box out really well. He knows how to cut. He's a good passer. He's a good cutter. He's a good shooter. He can do a lot of things right that we really don't look at when it comes to being a normal NBA fan. Something that gets overlooked very much has to be his Chino Hills day, and I need to emphasize this off the fact that LiAngelo was the leading scorer on that team, and yes, that was years ago, but if you see his development from then, where he's the best, honestly the best scorer in my opinion on that team, if you look at even an Instagram picture from now, from like the 4 years ago, however long it was, you can see this man's body has gotten a lot better, but still he's in better shape. He can shoot better. He has more of a game, and he now has, because in Chino Hills he was more of your big boy that could just post down, but he also happened to be a really good shooter. Now he can shoot the ball, he knows how to cut, he can pass the ball to his teammates, he can drive a whole lot better than he could. His post game is not as good only because there are guys that are obviously bigger than him, but he's also a shooting guard, so he shouldn't have to have a post game. Now, there is also a really good chance that he could have put up 0 points or 2 points per game or something like that, and they still would have signed him just off the fact that they maybe want to make LaMelo Ball happy. Imagine if his brother thinks that he did really good, like he was at all the games with Miles Bridges, and then they cut him. It's like, okay, now I'm mad. And especially if the Hornets situation gets bad, like if they're not winning, they don't bring any assets, then LaMelo can use this as leverage, like, well, you see, I actually left also because of this reason. So I think they would sign him just on that fact. But even if they were to do that, you're still getting a really good player in LiAngelo Ball. For the price you can get him for, you can get him for dirt cheap just on the fact that he hasn't really played NBA ball. One that people are bringing up right now is that, oh, LiAngelo hasn't played a competitive game in 2 years. But if we actually look into it, and I did say this about Kyrie Walker, and I'm kind of taking it back now because he did actually end up getting signed to the Washington Wizards on a 10-day contract. Honestly, LiAngelo's development over these past 2 years, like imagine if you get locked in a gym for 2 years and the only thing you have is food, and you're just training all day, no distractions, no nothing. You've seen this man, he's gotten way better, and that's just off 2 years like in the gym working out with his brothers who are both NBA players. You have to think that there's some development going on in that situation, right? I mean, I've seen him, and yes, we've seen workout videos, but we've also seen live ass workouts. We've seen him work with NBA teams, even like the Pistons stuff when that little run was going on. He worked out for the LA Lakers when Lonzo Ball was on that team, which to be fair was kind of a bullshit workout because then like right after it came out that no one had really real intentions of working out LiAngelo Ball or actually like getting him in the draft, because that's when, you know, that was considered a draft workout, and they only did it for Lonzo. But I honestly do think that now this Hornets team is like, we care about LaMelo more, and like I said, if they do sign him, it maybe could be just because off the fact that he has the last name Ball. But honestly, I think that if you sign him, you're gonna see that he's more than just a ball boy. My honest to God opinion, I really do believe that the people are hating him don't really hate LiAngelo, they just hate his dad. Like literally just like my dad. My dad for some reason is a big hater of LiAngelo Ball. He just doesn't like LeVar, and he takes it out on the kid. A couple small comparisons I've been seeing to LiAngelo Ball was, oh, he's gonna be basically Jared Dudley. You know, it's a lot of haters saying that, and I mean, Jared Dudley was a pretty good spot up shooter, but also LiAngelo is much more than a catch and shoot guy. Like I've been able to say, he can drive, he can cut, he knows how to fill the lanes properly. It's just simple stuff like that. Now the main reason I'm making this video is because it came out that LiAngelo Ball has actually been impressing the Charlotte Hornets staff, which is very good. People like Jay Triano, which if you don't know is actually their lead assistant coach, he said, and this is a quote from Jay Triano, "Great kid, love him. He was at the facility practicing every day for 2 months to play in the G League. Shows a ton of character, he can shoot, great feel, and a knack for scoring." Or from Jordan Schultz, who is a very credible source, that said LiAngelo Ball's play and work ethic has very much impressed the Charlotte Hornets. He followed that up by saying, "Lots of buzz around LiAngelo Ball, who has played very well during Summer League and is vying for a G League spot. Have spoken with multiple members of the Hornets organization. They love Jello. He has proven a lot to a ton of doubters. He's a legit guy and a big time worker." I don't think he's vying for a G League spot. I do think that maybe if they asked him like, oh, like which one would you prefer, I think he like said like whichever one you would put me at, because that's honestly the best one you could honestly say. Like if a coach asks you like, oh, what would you rather have us like do for you, you just go with whatever the coach wants because you're a team player. I will say though, for LiAngelo, the only bad situation about this, if he was signed by the Hornets, is a lot of people are saying that, oh, you're only gonna make it because of your brother, this and that, which is a very possible idea that the Hornets is trying to make Melo happy. But in all reality, I think we need to look at this as, well, LiAngelo still got the opportunity, and it's not like he played terrible. If LiAngelo did absolutely nothing and he shot terribly, then I mean, yeah, we could say that, but he's been playing well. Before the Summer League, if you were to tell me that LiAngelo was going to make the team, I'm like, yeah, probably because he's related to Melo. But after the Summer League, I would not be surprised if he gets signed to the team, even if he's a player that sometimes in the G League, which I don't know if it's possible anymore unless he becomes a full-time G League player, then I mean, yeah, it's very possible that he gets signed to the NBA. And I hate like the nepotism that people are saying is going to happen, but I don't think that's the honest truth. I really do think that if LiAngelo makes it, it's because LiAngelo made it because he's a talented basketball player and the Hornets saw something. All you have to do is store that man for 1 to 2 years coming off the bench, and then him and Melo are gonna go off. They have a really young team of players that I honestly love, like LaMelo Ball, Miles Bridges, James Bouknight. Trust me, you're telling me you don't want to see a starting lineup looking like LaMelo Ball, James Bouknight, LiAngelo Ball, Miles Bridges, and Kai Jones? You're telling me you don't want to see that? I know LiAngelo is playing shooting guard, but you know you can move him down to the 3. He's ran 3 most of his life. But that's it, all that we have right now about LiAngelo Ball. This is just a couple things that have been going on during these past couple days, and I honestly, like I've been saying, I really do believe he deserves a spot, and I would love to see him get that chance. And if you guys want to have a pretty good chance to stay up with my content, all you gotta do is leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, turn on post notifications. Man, I can't wait to see if LiAngelo gets signed. I'm hoping he does, honestly, and I will be vying for him during the whole time, and I will be keeping you guys up to date with all that information. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Have an amazing day. Take care. Peace. I know this was a LiAngelo Ball video, but essentially, if you're staying to the end of these videos, you could be getting just random ass news drops like these, because this happened literally 2 minutes ago as I'm making this video. The Lakers have worked out Isaiah Thomas. I seriously hope Isaiah Thomas does make the Lakers. Honestly, I might be making a video about this tomorrow, but anyways, like I said, all that good stuff. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.